Hello and welcome to this quick video. Today I want to show you how to install an asset from the Unity Asset Store into your project. First you need to visit the website of the Unity Asset Store. You can do that in any browser of your choice. Then you need to decide for an asset that you could use in your project. I recently published a huge pixel art samurai asset to the Asset Store, and if you want you can download this asset and use it for your game. To do that, you can click on the link in the description of this YouTube video. In case that you want to search for some more awesome assets for your project, or you want to search for another asset for your project, you can use the Unity categories to search for a specific category. For example, here I can click on 2D and characters to search for 2D character assets. In case you want to search for something more specific, you can also find assets by entering a specific term into the search bar up here. For example, if I enter Pixel Art Samurai, it will show my asset again. And now if I click on it and I want to download and install it for my project, you can just click on Add to My Assets. To add an asset to your assets, you need to be logged in. So after you logged in, click on Add to My Assets, and after that you can switch to Unity, and now we can install this asset into your project. To do that, open the Package Manager by clicking on Window, Package Manager. Now click on the Package Manager tab, and on the left side you should see all your assets. If you don't see all your assets, click on Load on the bottom, and also make sure that the selection box is set to All. Now you can select the asset that you want to install into your project. If you don't see the asset on the left side because you have so many, it's better to search for it in the search bar. So for this example, I will search for the Pixel Art Samurai asset by entering Samurai here. And now you can see that I can see the Samurai asset here, and now I can click on Download. The download will just download all the files from the assets onto your PC, but it will not import it into your project. That means they are not accessible in your project yet. If you want them to be accessible in your project, you need to import the asset into your project. To do that, click on the Import button, and now it will open a window that shows you all the files that you can import from the asset. This window can also show you warnings when you are about to overwrite a file that is already existing in your project. For example, you can see that the 49wares folder shows me a warning because I already have the 49wares folder in my assets folder. But in this case, I can ignore the warning because this is fine. This is just the way my assets are always arranged. I always have the main folder 49wares, and inside there I have different folders in which I can put the assets. Now, if you want, you can click on Import to import everything. But you can also deselect certain things. For example, if you don't need the characters, you can deselect characters and it will only install the environment assets. But for this case, we want to install everything, so we can click on All again and then click on Import to import the asset into our project. Now it will take a few seconds to import the asset into your project, and after that you can find it inside the assets folder and start working with it. Also, I want to mention that very often asset publishers are updating their assets because of bug fixes or just because they want to add more awesome stuff for you guys. And in case they do that, you can just update the asset by going to the package manager again, clicking on the asset that you want to update, and then on the bottom side where there is the import and download button, it should show another button that is called update. And then there is one last thing that I want to mention, because often you will not install plain packages, but maybe some that have dependencies or that are complete projects. In case that they have dependencies, they will just install some dependency packages together with them. But in case they are a complete different project, they will install a complete project. That means if you already have an existing project, you can quickly destroy your complete project with that option. So be careful with that and only do that if you start with a plain project with this asset. Okay, now let's navigate to the showcase folder of the asset that we just installed and click on the showcase scene. Let's go into the scene view and change to 2D mode. And now we can see the asset is fully installed, and there we have it. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you learned something new, and I see you next time. Welcome to the end of this video. Hit the subscribe button to stay updated. Also, if you need some high quality assets for your game or like our channel and want to support us, feel free to check out our assets at the Unity or Unreal Asset Store. You'll find the link to our store pages in the description. I hope you learned something new and see you next time.